Welcome to Bookstone, getting to know the books world better. In this video, we're gonna see the part 6 of Bollywood Burglary by Geronimo Stilton, and it's gonna be amazing. And what we're gonna see is what will happen when the heart of fire is stolen. Who stole it? Let's go in. A curious clue. When we got to Mumbai, Vinay Rathing, Ratna's friend's fiancé, came to meet us. The two mice hugged joyously. Vinay, these are my old friends, Ratna squeaked. He bowed. Your friends are my friends, darling. He kissed her paw. Come, we have to scurry up. Everything's ready for the wedding. He escorted us to the most beautiful hotel in Mumbai. The preparation for the wedding reception were in full swing. Ratna and Vinay had invited 1,000 guests. We saw a long table set up in the hall. Wow! 1,000 guests? This reception is totally outrageous, Hercule exclaimed. Ratna scampered off for a quick rat nap. Tomorrow was a very big day for her and for all of us. So these were the preparations that happened in the wedding reception of Ratna and Vinay Rathing. The following morning, Ratna married Vinay Rathing. She looked absolutely radiant. The heart of fire sparkled from the front of her silk saree. After the ceremony, there was a fabulous dinner with 1,000 happy guests. The wedding cake was still looking good. A statue of two miniature dancing mice whirled on top, but they didn't distract Hercule. He couldn't wait to taste a big bite. Yum, yum, yummy! We feasted all day. But dusk came at last. The sun slowly began to set, spreading its golden rays all over the roofs of Mumbai. It was time for the bride and groom to dance their first dance. The ballroom quickly filled with elegant rodents, dressed in brightly colored silks, chatting merrily in many different languages. The hall was on 30th floor, and the view of Mumbai was spectacular. Oh, how brightly the lights of the city twinkled. It was the last night of our stay in India. Hercule and I were happy. The shoot was over, but sad to be leaving India so soon. We began reminiscing about our favorite parts of the trip. Hercule in particular was puffed up with pride. See, my dear Sultan, why it's about elementary. No crook stole the ruby. We thwarted the thief. We foiled the felon. The squeaks had barely left his snout when a shriek broke the night. The heart of fire has been stolen, Ratna cried. We scampered to Ratna's side and found our friend in tears. I had the ruby around my neck, she whimpered, but I danced with many guests. And then when I sat down with my groom, I realized I was no longer wearing the necklace. That crook tricked us. He hoodwinked us. He bamboozled us, cried Hercule. Don't despair. You can count on us, I said firmly. We'll catch that thief. Hercule nodded. Have no fear. Hercule Poirot is here, he cried. Everyone returned to face the guests. Everyone freeze. Nobody move. No rodent sets a paw outside this room. Hercule searched the room while I searched the guests, but the ruby was nowhere to be found. Where could it have gone? As we looked for clues, we noticed a strange set of paw prints on the bride and groom's table. The prints led to a big picture window. They matched the prints I'd found on my trailer during the shoot. The window was wide open. A gentle breeze made the curtain sway to the fro. I looked out of the window and noticed a very narrow ledge below it. The prince continued to ledge and then jumped and then on to the gutter. Maybe the thief had jumped to the another roof and from there had hung from the gutter and then had jumped from the window to window until he disappeared. We were on the 30th floor. What kind of rat burglar could jump from that height? This was what was happening in the wedding reception of Vinay Rathing and Ratna Prem. A crafty crook. I looked around and noticed something strange. There was a tuft of fur caught on the lock of the window, and a banana peel lay on the ledge. The thief had to be small, since no one had seen him near Ratna. He was very agile. Since he had leaped out of the window from the 30th floor, he was losing tuft of this fur, and he was obviously very fond of bananas. I thought about the paw prints I had found on the trailers and about the shiny objects that had gone missing, and all of Hercule's bananas that the mysterious thief had gnawed on. Then I remembered the little monkey that had bonked me on the head with a banana when the tiger was chasing me through the jungle. That was the day I'd found the door of my trailer wide open. That's when all the robberies had begun. Suddenly I had an inspiration. By cheese, I think I've got it. Our pickpocket is a primate. Our crafty cook is a monkey. I squeaked. The problem is catching him and finding the heart of fire. The monkey could be anywhere, and we had no idea where he'd hidden the heart of fire. But Hercule had a plan. I'm going to need the power of potassium. Quickly bring me all the bananas you can find, he shouted to the waiters. The waiters scurried away. A few moments later, there was an enormous pile of bananas in front of Hercule. He began peeling one banana after another. Soon the air was filled with the scent of fresh bananas. I started to figure out what he was up to. Sometimes he thinks of some pretty ingenious ideas. Open all the window and turn off the lights, he ordered. As soon as the room was dark, Hercule squeaked, and now everyone, hush. All the wedding guests froze. The room fell silent. The only sound was the breeze swishing through the open windows. Suddenly, we made out the shape on the ledge of the window. Nimbly, it leaped into the room. Turn on the lights, Hercule shouted. As soon as the lights clicked on, we saw a little monkey wearing a heart of fire around its neck. Hercule gently poured him a banana. Hey, little one, want to trade? He said softly. A banana for the ruby. The monkey didn't hesitate. He placed the ruby in Hercule's open paw and took the banana. Hercule proudly presented the heart of fire to Ratna. Thank you, my friends. I knew I could count on you, Ratna cried, hugging him. When I returned to New Mouse City, Restless Hearts were already playing in movie theaters, and it was a fantastic success. There were long lines in front of all the theater in town. The movie's success had set off a craze for anything Indian. All across New Mouse City, Indian style clothing, new music, and food were more popular than Parmesan pastries. I ran to the office and sat gloomily at my desk. The trip to India had been a fabulous diversion, but I still hadn't come up with an idea for a new series of books. I tried to concentrate. Should I publish books on gardening, or on do-it-yourself projects, or on sports? Maybe I was completely focused on picking a topic when Hercule bounded into my office. My dear Stilton, what are you up to? Still thinking of our old ball Ratna? Shh, zip it. Shut your snout. I'm trying to concentrate, I grumbled. Are you concentrated as a can of cheese and banana soup? He giggled. I've got an idea. Just a teensy little idea, he exclaimed. Why don't you write a series of books on food eaten around the world, starting with India? I had to admit, it was a really good idea, and that's how I came to publish a series of cookbooks called Goodness from Around the Globe. The books were a huge success. It's great to eat the traditional food of your own country, but it's also great to discover flavors traditional to other cultures. Variety is the spice of life. That's what's so great about diversity. And that's the truth, or my name is Geronimo Stilton. Traditions are wonderful, and discovering the traditions of different rodents in faraway countries is wonderful too, especially when it comes to cooking and eating delicious foods. Rodents honor. So that's the end of this book. If you want the new book of this series, then please share, subscribe, and like and comment on which book you want. Thank you.